alam ko hindi mo, I'm sure, di ba? Naulit-ulit nyo na to. Pero did it hit differently this time around?
The idea that it's screening, finally, nationwide, hits different. So, yun yung when we made the film 2 years ago and conceptualized this in 2018, 2019, the original intention was for a Filipino audience. No? So we're just happy and relieved and just very grateful to have the chance to finally screen it here in the Philippines. No? So sana mapanood ng mga tao.
We'd also like to hear from Miss Celeste.
It was we've been waiting so long for these showings in the Philippines. We started work on the film 2018 pa ata o 2019, nagdaan na ang pandemic, na bagyo kami, na kung ano-ano pa. And it's like a miracle that we're here. Tapos ang dami pang awards. Wow. Nakakataba ng puso. So we're very happy that you're all here, and para namang you liked it, di ba?
Yes, FM.
Yun lang ang aking gustong marinig. Thank you.
Before we open the floor to our friends from the media, did you like it daw?
Super!
Palakpakan kasi. Alright, at this point we now officially open the floor to our friends from the media. First up will be Mr. Mark.
Excuse me, I just want
Yes.
to give a little trivia before I forget. The two girls who did solo voices in that choir that the other kids said, mga boses angel,
Yes.
ay mga apo ni Haji Alejandro. Okay, the first girl who sang, the smaller one, who's not very small anymore today, was also in our Larawan. She was a baby in Larawan. And she is the daughter of Haji, whereas the taller one is the daughter of the nephew of Haji. And wonderfully, on his 70th birthday, Haji saw them perform at his 70th birthday, and he felt that his legacy is already with his grandkids. And also, he was able to see this movie, and he was very proud of his daughter and his grandkids. So yun lang, that's my little trivia.
Okay, first up to ask the question, Mr. Mark Angelo Ching. There you go.
Hello, this is Mark from Pep.ph. First off, congratulations sa movie nyo. Naiyak ako. Several times, very, very good. First siguro kay Direct King. I just wanna know how did you get the idea to make a movie about this? Why this subject? And second question ko, sundot ko na rin, is how was it like working with newbie cast? It's mostly newbies, diba? Even Morissette isn't really an actress, but you were able to get those emotions out of her. How was it like to work with those cast?
So, for the first question, I'll be completely transparent. Actually, the idea of making or producing a film about the Lobok Children's Choir was really the idea of the producers. So it was Ms. Girly, Ms. Celeste, and Rachel's idea to sort of find a way to make their story known. No? I'll let Sila Girly tell the story more later. No? But to answer the second question, yung paano ba? Iba yung the experience of working with first-time actors like Maury and the Lobok Children's Choir particularly. Honestly, it's refreshing because yung experience namin shooting the film was really parang puno-puno ng authenticity. Kasi kumbaga dahil mga first-timers sila, yung parang yung emotions na lumalabas sa mga eksena pagka umaarte sila was really coming from a really honest place. No? We before shooting the film, nagkaroon kami ng in Bohol, nagkaroon kami ng workshop with the actors, Noel, si Crystal, si Rachel, and yan, si Livia, and then the choir, and with Morissette. No? So parang we had like a 2-day workshop, no, just to get to know each other and sort of do exercises, acting exercises. No? And in fact, dun sa workshop na yun, dun kami nag-cast ng ibang mga support roles. No? So like, for example, yung character ni Buboy was always in the script, pero nung workshop lang namin nahanap na parang, pwede siya maging Buboy, or ito si Fe, yung girl na hindi nakasali sa Manila. We also discovered her through the workshop, no. Pero yung naging role ko naman talaga during the workshop and the production was really just to allow them, or to parang give them the opportunity to be honest or to be authentic sa mga sarili nila, no. And I think naman it showed, no. Even yung mga other members of the choir, even in yung mga small scenes na parang lumalangoy lang sila, nagbibiruan, di ba? Even if sometimes scripted yon, the way they delivered it, parang honest kasi I guess part of them is really yung pagka-portray nila is really themselves as choir members. Si Mori, actually I was genuinely affected sa performance niya sa pelikulang to, because naramdaman ko talaga yung yung sincerity niya sa pagportray ni Ma'am Alma, and I think that was also one of the reasons why we casted her, because in a lot of ways she was sort of like Ma'am Alma in terms of how kind she is and how generous she is, no? And I guess similar to the choir, parang it was really just her showing a really sincere part of her being, no? So yun, so very very affecting yung experience working with them.
Our first film was Ang Larawan, and we wanted to do a second film that would be worthy of Ang Larawan. We thought that Ang Larawan was about inspiring people and excellence in the craft. And that was what we found in the story of Ma'am Alma and the Lobok Children's Choir, that they are completely dedicated to excellence, and they're committed to being the very best that the Filipino can be. And their story, they came from it's a small town na wala namang wala silang pera. All they had was talent, and then hard work and commitment. And we thought that that's a great story to put on film that will inspire the Filipinos when they see the film. And then it was also a good moment to put together a lot of excellent music. Kasi nga, it's a natural, di ba? It's not a musical, but it's about music. And then we were able to get music from our national artists, si Ryan, at saka sila Louie Ocampo, si Jazz Nicolas, si Raymond Marasigan, si Krina Kayabyab, and then all the folk songs that the choirs would sing. That's why punong-puno yung pelikula ng napakagandang musika. And that's why we thought, let's go for this idea, the Lobok Children's Choir. Let's make it into a film. Siyempre, palagi kaming kulang sa pera kasi wala naman kaming big na backing us up. Until nagustuhan kami ng signal ng MQuest, and that really helped. But that's the reason why we chose this story. That those are the films that we like to do. Films that will inspire and will show the excellence of the Filipino, especially our music.
Next to ask, Ms. Leah Solterio, Philippine Star.
Hi, good evening. Ms. Celeste, I'd like to ask you, because we heard from GR already the last time.
Okay.
So, sorry. What were the main challenge in putting up this film? Because Larawan was not based on a true to life account, but this is based on a real life story. So, what's the difference between those two projects?
First of all, our main responsibility was to portray Ma'am Alma as honestly as we could. And talagang si Morissette, embraced the challenge. You know, she's used to concerts and performing on television. And she had to find that part of her that's just about honesty. And like, wala siyang masyadong makeup, the clothes were, di ba? I mean, you know, patayin mo man ako, hindi ko susuot yung mga suot niya, yung mga gano'n, di ba? So unflattering, di ba? Pero you know, she embraced everything and she kasi she knew, even though we never really sat her down and said, this is the challenge that you have. You have to portray Alma as honestly as you can. She knew, she just knew it. Just by meeting Ma'am Alma and learning from her. So Morissette was really an asset from the very beginning. Aside from Bisaya siya. So she knew that, di ba? At tapos, and then her singing, my God, when we went to Bohol the first time to shoot the teaser, that was the first time that Ryan gave her the melody for that song, Alitap-tap, the final song. Na every time I watched the film, and I think I've watched the film at least 50 times, every time I get to that, I'm crying. Because the music is so beautiful, the rendition is so heartfelt, and then ang ganda-ganda ng trabaho ni Krina, the way she scored it, it's so beautiful. So, you know, yun ang number one challenge, how to portray Alma, Ma'am Alma, fairly, justly, because you know she's a very special person. We didn't want her to be anything that trivia lang or anything. And then we had to shoot in Bohol and then in Manila. Tapos syempre nag-pandemic. Diyos ko, nung ano, and one of the crew even was affected and passed away, ganon. And then the children were growing up fast. There's Sarge La Cuesta. He's our co-producer and writer. He wrote everything in the film. Oh, late ka nga eh.
Kasi 4 na beses ko na